Hello everybody and welcome to NASCAR Heat 5 here, 2023 mod reset career mode number 3. It's our third attempt at a career mode here, and we have just decided to sign with Trackhouse Racing to begin this season to drive the number 99 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 out of our options between them, JGR and Front Row. We are going to sign with Trackhouse, start a career much better than Spire in our last attempt at the career. Here we see our teammates there, Ross Chastain, Shane Van Gisbergen, and you see that we are ready to get this season underway at the Daytona 500. And here we are at the Daytona International Speedway for the Daytona 500, race 1 of the third attempt at the NASCAR Heat 5 2023 mod career mode. Except this time the mod is actually correct. Shout out to the mod team, really fantastic. You know, High C, Ozzycon Paints, all those guys did a wonderful job on the mod with the paints and everything. They're going to continue to update it. That's why we had to reset to use this one, though. Continually update with better ratings and different paint schemes and stuff to make it a more realistic career mode. See our stories of the race. Eric Jones failed pre-race inspection, and Corey LaJoie to replace his transmission, and Kyle Larson crashed during qualifying. So all three of them will have to start at the rear. Joining myself at the back, number 99 Market Basket Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 as we get ready to get underway here at Daytona. We are green and underway in the Daytona 500. As Martin Truex Jr. is on pole, we're all the way back here in 37th, trying to work our way up to a top 15 finish to get our incentive goal. But of course, we want to win the Daytona 500 as we did in our last career mode attempt that we got 10 races into when we won it with Spire Motorsports in the 77. Trying to win it now with Trackhouse Racing, the 99 machine, already drafting up to the back of Zane Smith and Jimmy Johnson up ahead of us here, coming through turn 1 and 2. We go underneath the 84. Big shove to the 36 to Zane Smith. Huge stack up here on the inside lane. That cost us a lot of momentum right there. The outside lane got right back by us there. Larson, Reddick, Johnson making moves. Now get a huge push from the 43 of Eric Jones, and we are hauling the mail down the backstretch. We are making some passes. We got a big push coming. We get a big shot to the back of the 51 of Cole Custer into 3 and 4 here. Trying to push him as hard as we can, but he's checking up, so he can't really get the pushes going. But now look at this. We are flying by the guys on the outside. We are having some aggressive pushes. I mean, big contact here when we run to the back of one another. Some hard pushes like right there. Eric Jones slams me into Cole Custer. Hard contact being made, but we are fighting our way up into the top 30 already, and this is working. Myself and the 43 working together well as we try to fake out the 51 of Custer to get rid of him out of line. We can't quite do it. We have to stick behind the 51 machine. Big push right into the back of Custer. Hard, big contact, but he gets up the racetrack. More contact. We're almost wrecking, but he gets loose, almost wrecks. What a save by Custer. Now myself and the 43 have some room here to operate. And myself and Eric Jones keep working together here, and we are flying by now to the inside of AJ Allmendinger. Joey Logano, huge run to 3-4. We try to go almost to the middle there. Justin Haley, he goes up the racetrack. We try to go low. That does not work, but we continue to move forwards now into the top 20, almost in the top 15. As myself and the 43 are a dangerous duo right now. We are tearing it up. We both came from the back of the field and are now finding ourselves up nearly in the top 10. Look at this, shoving Haley past Chase Elliott. We are now up into P11 and now have officially entered the top 10 here at Daytona, heading into turn 1 and 2. The 43 giving us a massive shove. We forced our way underneath William Byron. We're already alongside Ty Gibbs for third place. What a move! Unbelievable start to this race. Myself and Eric Jones has gained like 18 spots in one corner. That was insane. But now the momentum dies out. Big contact with Ty Gibbs in the middle. Look at the guys on the outside going by. Busher, Ty Dillon, driving the car that we just drove to the Daytona 500 win in our last career mode. Now go on the inside of the 77, hang him out. Big push coming from the 43. Hard into the back of the 17 of Chris Busher. As you powered by Cindric in the third, now it's just behind Busher and Bowman trying to go for the lead here in the 500. We're going to shove Chris Busher right by Bowman. Busher to the lead. We are now into second in the 500 as our inside lane train is just too powerful. Me and Eric Jones just cannot be stopped right now. We fake out the 17 to Busher, and there he goes up the track. And now myself and Eric Jones are going to be running 1-2 here at the Daytona 500. We are now in the lead here at Daytona as we powered by Chris Busher with the help of the 43 of Eric Jones. What a push from the 43. Man, he's doing a tremendous job here of keeping us in the lead. Now we move on to a couple laps later. We were behind the 77 of Ty Dillon, pushing him back to the front here after we'd fallen a little bit back. We were still in the top 5. Now we try to hang out with Ty Dillon for the race lead. Not quite working. We had Chase Elliott pushing us now. It's been really aggressive racing here at the front of the field. Nothing too notable that we have missed coming up on pit stops in about a lap or so here behind the 77 of Ty Dillon. Big push from the 9 to the back, me to the 77. Ty Dillon gets loose, a little bit of contact right there. 77. See here this trial, but he gets sideways, way sideways. So around goes Ty Dillon. He spins into the wall hard. Hard collision for Ty Dillon into Bubba Wallace and Austin Cindric. Big hits for the 77 and into Noah Gragson as well. The 77 of Ty Dillon destroyed. The caution will wave right before a pit cycle starts. Ty Dillon's car is destroyed. Here's a replay. So he just got loose next to us, and we went way down on the apron to avoid hitting him. Luckily, but he took a head-on hit into the outside wall as he veered off of the door of Chase Elliott and crashed hard. And that was a hard lick for Ty Dillon. So now we move on to 2 to go in stage 1. After that hellacious crash here, the stage is a battle between myself, Chase Elliott. Here comes the 51 of Cole Custer. Rick Ware Racing. Custer goes flying by us on the outside. What a move. Cole Custer will take the lead here at Daytona. Flying right by us on the outside lane. A power move right there by Custer in the 51 machine. We get up to his back bumper now with the help of Elliott and go right to the inside of Custer and take the lead right back, come to the last lap of the stage. But it's going to be a fight. Hopefully we can hang on to get the stage win. We had a pretty strong car here, been pretty strong at the front of the field stage 1, been doing good blocking the lanes, at least being able to stay up front in contention for the stage win. Trying to start off our career the right way with a stage win, and of course the race win at the end of it is the most important. But here we are, last lap of stage 1 here at Daytona, playoff point and 10 stage points on the line. Here we go up to block the 51 of Custer, which we do. Now we block Elliott once again. We do to manage both lanes, blocking right in the middle of Custer and Elliott. Now we commit to the bottom of the 9 of Chase Elliott and get no push from the 9 and no help at all. And there goes Chandler Smith and Cole Custer. They're hooked up and they will fly by us. Elliott finally gets back to our bumper to give us a shove. But it's almost too little too late now. As look at the time we were losing here to Chandler Smith and Cole Custer down this back straight. Now we get a huge run, go to the inside of the 13 into 3 and 4. A huge move. Elliott hangs us out. He ditches us for the position, and now we're stuck dropping positions. That allows Chandler Smith, though, to take the lead from Cole Custer. Now we got no help on the bottom, but we get the run on the inside of Chase Elliott here. Got a little bit of draft from Christopher Bell. We're going to try to side draft Cole Custer to the line to get second. Chandler Smith, though, will win stage 1 at Daytona, and we will edge out Cole Custer for second with the side draft. Wow, what an end to the stage. Chandler Smith, the upset stage win. Then myself, Custer, Chase Elliott, Bell, Bowman. You see that was the top 5 and the rest of the top 10. Then we want to do 11 laps to go in stage 2. We're getting a pusher from Chandler Smith. We're going right by Kyle Larson and Bubba Wallace back to the race lead. It's been a pretty even battle between us 4 cars here for the race lead here at Daytona and the stage win as well. It's been a fight. Oh, we ditched Chandler Smith. Was on the inside. Here comes the 54 of Ty Gibbs. They're 3 wide, and that's going to kill our momentum here on the inside lane. There goes the outside. Bubba Wallace and the Hendrick cars go right on by us. And no luck so far as we try to make our way back forwards through this pack. Drafting up to the 5, the 41 of Ryan Preece on our outside. We drop down to 7th place now. Ty Gibbs is not helping us at all. I don't understand what's going on here. It's getting no help from Ty Gibbs, but we get back to the inside of Ryan Preece. This was some pure speed here, but we get really squeezed here coming down the tri-oval, but we keep the draft to Kyle Larson, get by Cole Custer on the inside. The outside lane now is split up. It's the only reason we're gaining here, but we still have no help from behind. Ty Gibbs, for some reason, I guess he just doesn't want to help us. It's a little frustrating. So I'm getting a little frustrated with 54 for not really committing to help us here, push us up to the front of the field. So I'm trying to make moves here, but he just is not helping with the pushes at all. So we're drafting up to the back of the 13 of Chandler Smith here on this inside lane as Elliott and Larson are on the high line. Elliott blocks Chandler Smith, so we decide to go the inside of the 13, go 3 wide for second, try to draft Chase Elliott up ahead and get the move, which we will. We power into second with a strong move right there with our speed and having the most organized line here, but still no pushes coming from behind. Now we're going to try to make a move on the 9 of Chase Elliott. Remember, he hung us out at the end of stage 1, cost us that stage win, and now we're going to hang him out here to try to cost him a stage win. It's really frustrated the way he ended stage 1 racing us, but we take the lead here at Daytona for the 9 of Chase Elliott. Now 9 to go in stage 1. Now Gibbs behind us once again, no help, and that's not going to allow either lane to pull away here as this pretty much equal, slowing each other down, side drafting. But our lane will prevail. We will be clear for the race lead. Ty Gibbs will be clear for second, and this would be a great time to get a nice big push to be pulled away from Elliott, but we keep hitting the apron. It's my fault. We keep making a mistake right there. But once again, no help, and that's going to allow the middle lane to form up. Here comes BJ McLeod, Corey LaJoy, the big one. We try to brake check Ty Gibbs to go up to the top lane. That failed miserably and got hit by BJ McLeod and Corey LaJoy by really doing a pretty stupid move right there, trying to brake check Ty Gibbs. I was frustrated with the way he's racing us. And look at the positions we are losing now because of that idiotic move we made. Now we're all the way down to 8th position, and the top 7 are just absolutely driving away from us. They're just picking us off one by one. We're now extending that gap over us. Now we're going to go way up to the top here to get help from the 14 Chase Briscoe, because Ty Gibbs is not going to help us at all. So I'm like, okay, he's not doing anything to help our case at all. Finally, someone who will push us is Chase Briscoe. I appreciate that. That's good. But now we got to battle Ty Gibbs and Denny here for position. Of course, as soon as I get out of the way, Ty Gibbs and Denny start training by. We go the outside. Jimmy Johnson almost wrecking. We made such an aggressive move as the last split-second decision. Now we're pushing Kyle Larson. Here's some aggressive battling at the front of the field. We're all the way on the outside lane here, pushing Kyle Larson and whoever is in front of him. I think that's Bubba Wallace. That is Bubba. Trying up the lead, but now the inside lane powers by with Elliott, McLeod, and LaJoy and Gibbs down there, which is still frustrating seeing him getting ahead of us. And now we're 3 wide on the outside lane. Not the lane I want to be in right now. That is the worst possible lane when you're 3 wide. It's going to be on the outside. Oh, into the 84. Johnson trying to go 4 wide with Larson. That's not going to work. Big contact. He slides. Oh, he saves it. Big contact. Oh, we almost wrecked it. What a save. Nearly caused a big one right there, making too aggressive. But now Denny Hamlin just slammed into us. I don't know what the 11's doing. Now more contact between myself and the 11. They're getting really frustrated. Denny here, as I slam back into him. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, man? Just driving into me for no reason there with the 11. So we drop all the way back down to 16th now. And finally get pushed from the 36 machine of Zane Smith. Hopefully he will help us out and we'll be able to drive back, as he will. I mean, we have a huge run in 3-4. We're absolutely hauling it by Denny Hamlin and Jimmy Johnson to the inside. We make that work. And now we're behind the 13 of Chandler Smith. Give him a big push here, and we go underneath Chandler on exit of 40. Big wiggle, big save by Chandler. So my God, he almost lost it off of our bumper right there. Almost an exact repeat of what happened to Ty Dillon earlier. Luckily, he saves it, and we keep our momentum here. 6 to go in stage 2. We are now working back the inside lane here, going back to the inside of the 9 of Chase Elliott for 11th. But our momentum dies out here, Zane. So he's been pushing us, but our momentum kind of got killed, but now the momentum comes back. It's a big checkup on the outside. Allows us to get some momentum back to the inside. Now, once again, struggling here on the bottom. Zane Smith gives us a push once again. Help us out, draft up to the, I believe that's Ty Gibbs up ahead there in the 54, but we got to get some of the outside lane drafts. This inside lane's not working for us right now. We drafted with Denny a little bit. But right now we're struggling a little bit to get back up there, but now the momentum's coming along. Zane Smith, big push to the back of the 9, Chase Elliott, and we're going to give Chase Elliott a huge shot right here coming out of 4. Jack him up off the bumper right there and shoot him underneath Tyler Reddick's number 45 machine, and we will keep trading by onto the top 10 now. The fight to go stage. There's Ty Gibbs on our outside lane. We cross over Chase Elliott. He throws a huge block, prevents us from going underneath him. As we had the run, we could have caused a big one with that block Elliott threw, but luckily we all kept control, did not crash. We power into the top 5. Now we hang out the 9 and Chase Elliott with a slight little move right there into 4th. Go by the inside. Noah Gregson into 3rd place now. Continuing a wonderful charge to the front of the back, only behind Ryan Preece and Cole Custer now. In the 41 and 51, and Chase Elliott gives us a huge shove, and now Preece will go to the lead. We will power by into 2nd with help from the 9. Preece throws the block. We can't get underneath him, and we stay in 2nd place here, but it's about time for some green flag pit stops here. Pit stops going to be as soon as we hang out Preece on the top lane. We get him loose sideways. He saves it, but we take the lead here at Daytona with that move on the inside of Preece. But now no drafting help. Big side drafting back to the line. Preece, we edge out Preece right there, but now 4 to go in stage 2. Preece has help as Zane Smith now, and the outside lane will power right back by us. As Chase Elliott's a little late to give us shots, but at least he's still better than Ty Gibbs, who doesn't give us anything at all. So now Elliott gives us a big shove here as we try to make a move here on Ryan Preece to get for the lead in the stage. We're going to go the inside. The caution comes out, ending the stage prematurely. So Ryan Preece wins stage 2. We come home 2nd. That is Elliott Gibbs, Zane Smith, the top 5 in the stage. And because we made contact, a little contact with Preece at the end of the stage, the classic NASCAR Heat 5 glitch, we're going to get absolutely 0 momentum on this restart, and we're going to have a horrendous restart. So we're just parking it here in front of Chase Elliott and Ty Gibbs, keeping them both behind us here. We've already lost 4 spots. Trying to see if we can get some momentum, someone to push us. Elliott completely died out on the outside lane, so now we have to block the 54 Ty Gibbs. And guess what? Ty Gibbs once again giving us 0 help, not giving us any pushes at all, not helping our case whatever. We continue to fall further and further back from the pack here. I mean, it's just terrible what he's doing here. I mean, Ty Gibbs is an absolute bum, absolute clown. I can't believe this, what he's doing. I'm looking at all the positions Ty Gibbs is costing us right now. And this is absurd. We're losing so many spots on the track. He's giving us 0 help at all. And look at all the cars going by us. We're going to go all the way from being the 5th or 6th spot all the way down to outside the top 15, nearly outside the top 20 now because of Ty Gibbs. And for me, that's the last straw. That's the straw that broke the camel's back right there. So wait till we get down the backstretch here. We decided to get the help from the 78 of BJ McLeod, someone who will actually push us. I mean, BJ the Legend, proud of him there for giving us a nice shove, helping us out. We throw a huge block on him. We got Justin Haley behind us. Gibbs gets ahead of us now, so now we have to try to make a move on Gibbs. So we go behind him, give Ty Gibbs a big push here through 1 and 2, trying to get track position back, but a big stack up on the bottom. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cross up the track to the middle lane here, drop to the 17 Chris Buescher, and I'm like, okay, Ty Gibbs, you're done. So we send him, we slam the 54 Ty Gibbs. He goes back in the pack, and around goes the 54. He will go crashing to the inside infield here through the grass. He goes around, loses all his track position, deservedly so. We wrecked the 54. I mean, I'm sorry. I was just too frustrated that he wasn't helping us at all. He gave us no help all day long. So I'm like, okay, you're done. I'm wrecking him. So we just wrecked him right there. Slammed him on the inside, wrecked him, sent him down on the infield, and around he went. And so the caution comes out, and we'll restart here in the 21st position, trying to salvage all that track position that we lost in the 16 laps remaining in this race. Still one more pit stop left to be made before the race concludes. So far we have been second in both stages, earned 18 stage points, had a very strong car, led a good chunk of laps, but have been denied by people who do not like to push us, mainly Ty Gibbs. But now we're 3 wide in the middle with Custer McLeod behind the 17 of Chris Buescher. So we tried to make an aggressive move there through 1 and 2 here, but that didn't quite pan out as the middle lane is just absolute a parking lot right now. They're going so slow with Buescher. Now we finally get help here from the 2 of Austin Cindric. Gives us a massive shove down the back stretch. Allows us to go to the inside of the 17 of Buescher and the 20 of Christopher Bell here into turn 3 and 4. And we continue our march forwards now into the top 20. 3 wide with Bell and Austin Hill. We make those passes. Now get to the back of the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Give him a big push. He runs at 16th, but big stack up though on the inside lane. We try to hang out the 11. We do. We go to the inside. Denny Hamlin, move him out of the way. And now give Michael McDowell a big push here. We actually don't push McDowell. We go to the inside, but we ditch Cindric there because his momentum completely died out when we tried to make a move on Michael McDowell. So he had to draft up to 34. We give McDowell a big push here through turn 1 and 2. I mean, really big momentum on this inside lane. We are just flying by the guys on the outside. Cindric now behind us gives us a push underneath Michael McDowell, and Cindric ditches us. He gets to our outside lane as we were trying to push McDowell, almost wrecked, but we avoided wrecking, but that cost us our drafting partner now. So now we're 12th, fighting Cindric for position. He gets stuck behind Cole Custer, so we power into 11th, stay behind the 34, Michael McDowell, continuing to use his draft to move ourselves forward in this pack and into contention for the race win. Underneath McDowell, aggressive 3-4 wide move here out of turn 4 down to the tri-oval. Try to get some help here from Keselowski. We hang out Ryan Preece, who won stage 2, but he gets back on our outside. Now Keselowski's not giving us much of any assistance right now. No pushes coming from him, and there goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars on the outside lane. Just like that, we're back down to 15th. And the struggle, it's been a struggle here to get back to the lead here. I mean, the pushes, I mean, no one's helping us here. So we hang out Brad. He was of zero help at all. And now hopefully Ryan Blaney will give us some pushes here down the backstretch. And indeed he will. The 12 gives a huge run. Blaney gives us a massive push here in 3 and 4. Exactly what we need. See, if we have a push like this, we can start making moves. Me and Blaney go flying to the inside. And just like that, we're going to pass 5 cars on the inside lane and power right back up into 10th position around Cole Custer. Look at that. Now we hang out Michael McDowell into 9th. Beautiful. Now going to the inside of JJ Yaley. Not quite. We move to 15. Big contact there. He almost wrecks. 13 to go into 9th. Charging through the pack with the help of Ryan Blaney, who is a great pusher. I mean, really doing a tremendous job helping us out here. Now we underneath Yaley and Gilliland to hang out Chase Elliott and Reddick there on the outside, giving Zane Smith a big push, trying to break through into the top 5. Jimmy Johnson sides up the racetrack. He almost wrecks with Zane Smith. We all save it. Ty Dillon 3 wide for second. Lucas Blaney's going to shove us right back to the lead as you go underneath Harrison Burton, and we go back to the lead here at Daytona, thanks to the huge shove from Ryan Blaney in the 12. Blaney just shot us right past Harrison Burton and the rest of the pack, and we shot right past him into the race lead with some quick, easy moves, slicing and dicing our way through. But here comes William Byron, big run, big block. The battle continues here at Daytona between myself and Blaney. Now down the backstretch, a couple laps later, we've dropped all the way down to 10th place now, behind the 13 of Chandler Smith. I mean, look at all the cars flying by us here. We got a little bit of help from Justin Haley, but not much of anything right now. There's a big stack up to the back of the 13 of Smith here. It's going to be some contact. Oh, we actually go to the outside here. Hang out with Gregson. They're going to go pitting to the inside. I saw that coming, but this time for some pit stops. So those guys are all going to come down pit road. We will now jump up to 5th on the leaderboard, passing all the drivers that just pitted. So now we fly by Byron and Yaley. Looks like they might be out of gas. They are out of gas. Yaley's out of fuel. We're in the 3rd. Now we're behind Michael McDowell and Denny Hamlin. Apparently these guys have a little bit less fuel than us. The 11 might run out of gas soon. We don't know yet. It's Hamlin, myself, Haley, McDowell, your top 4 right now. As this time by, we're going to come in for a scheduled green flag pit stop. So we threw a huge block on the 31 here, but there's no run at all. So we had to go up to block Michael McDowell. He'll give us the shove we need here to the back of the 11. Denny Hamlin through 3 and 4. The 11 is slowing. Hamlin's out of gas. The 11 of Hamlin is out of fuel. He's got nothing left in the tank, and he is really slow in there. We're going to fly right by him because he is out of gas. They're going to come down pit road. He doesn't have enough fuel. This time we're going to come down pit road, but we are going to be flying into the pits. Big momentum. And as we come down pit road on lap 42 here, the 41 of Ryan Preece, running 24th, your stage 2 winner, down the front stretch is going to blow a tire, and around goes the 41. Preece into the wall and into McLeod. Big hit. Big crashes, and he's going to go up and over. Preece goes flipping, which brings out a caution, so we were able to pit before that came out. So we get all our pit stops and all that taken care of. We restart in the race lead, battling McDowell and Buescher. Now look at the cars flying by us. Buescher, because he's damaged, gives us no help. As McDowell and McLeod fly by us, Keselowski, Buescher on the outside lane will also Keselowski and Stenhouse on the outside lane also find their way by. As right now, Buescher is not giving us any help here. This is with 3 laps to go in the race. I mean, it's crunch time. That pay window is open. If we want to get it done, we got to get it done now. But Buescher not giving us any help. It's just like Ty Gibbs earlier. It's frustrating, especially when it's this late in the race when you need the pushes to make it happen here. But Buescher cannot give the pushes. We have a run in the back of the 34 Michael McDowell, so we're going to go low here to go for the race lead into 3 and 4. But no help from Chris Buescher, and nothing's going to happen. We're going to be stuck behind the 34, not going to be able to make any moves. So we're very frustrated with the 17 right now of Chris Buescher, the way he's been racing us, not helping us with the pushes at all. So we go up to push the 78 McLeod up the racetrack here a little bit. And through the travel, we hit the 17 to Buescher. Buescher goes around. He's crashing. Buescher head on to the outside wall. Big collision. Sends cars flying down to the infield grass. Hamlin, Elliott, Kyle Busch, Zane Smith around. JJ Yaley, Christopher Bell in it. Ryan Parise goes crashing hard. Ross Chastain also collected. The big one strikes at Daytona with just 2 laps to go. As you see, we slam the 17 to Buescher. He goes up into Keselowski, wipes out down the racetrack, then gets sent head on to the outside wall by Truex and starts shooting cars down the track. And huge collisions and hard hits here for the whole back half of the field. Multiple contenders slamming into each other. Big damage. And Buescher's car is destroyed and pretty much done for the night here in Daytona. And see, Buescher goes crashing in the outside wall. Hard, big collisions there with the whole field back here. And multiple hard hits. That brings out this caution and will bring us to NASCAR overtime presented by Credit One Bank here at Daytona. Michael McDowell in the lead alongside BJ McLeod in second. We run third, Brad Keselowski fourth, and Noah Gragson fifth. We're back underway. 2 to go here for the Daytona 500. Who is going to come home with the hardware? The Daytona 500 championship here as we go to the inside of McDowell and McLeod. 3 wide for the lead into turn 1 and 2. We make it happen. We got to do this now. We got to get the lead so we can be in position to throw those haymaker blocks on the final lap, which is most likely going to be what it's going to come down to here when you decide a winner here in the 500. We got a push coming from Brad Keselowski in the 6th here. We maintain the lead. Gregson tries to make a move on the outside lane right now. We go up to block him, give him some momentum, as Keselowski didn't seem to have much of anything down the bottom. Now him and Stenhouse on the run. Gregson's going to get hung out, so we just block Brad on the bottom. It looks like this inside lane's got the dominant line right now. We might be okay if it stays the inside, but if we have another lane to block, it could get very dicey when we get down to the green and white checkers here. So we hold off Keselowski. Blocking her down the front stretch, coming to take the white flag this time. White flag, final lap. Presented by Credit One Bank here in the Daytona 500. Are we going to hang on and bring home the Daytona 500 trophy? Or will Brad Keselowski steal it? Or someone even further back like Truex trying to make that outside lane work here. Come through 1 and 2 for the final time here at Daytona. The intensity is picking up. We are leading. Keselowski is second, but Truex is getting a run back there on the outside lane. He's got a huge run. Here comes the 19. We are going up the track to throw a huge block at Truex. Down to Keselowski. Around goes to 6. He spins. Truex spins. They're crashing behind us on the last lap. Massive collisions behind us. They go spinning. Hard hits behind us. And this caution will end the race in a controversial, dramatic fashion here at Daytona. You see, we threw a huge block on Truex as he had to run the outside. Then we went down to throw a huge block. Keselowski hit him. Keselowski spun into Truex, and the 2 guys right behind us go wipeouts, crashing into the wall. Truex goes slamming the inside wall. His car destroyed. Brad up to the outside wall. And the caution comes out, ending this race in overtime on the final lap, declaring us your Daytona 500 winner and champion in controversial fashion after a horrible block thrown on Brad Keselowski that causes the big one behind us and ends the race under yellow. Just hearing it, just get a replay of the situation here from my view. It was just doing everything we could to win. Had to block Truex and had to block Keselowski, but we weren't clear on the 6, and there they went behind us. It was just too late. It was a late block. Which is what we have been at fault at many a time, but we were just so desperate trying to win the 500. I was not going to lose to Keselowski or Truex. I had to throw the block, and we ended up causing the big one. So not the way we wanted to win it, but regardless, we win the Daytona 500. Now we burn it down in celebration for our first career win and our debut here in the Cup Series and our 3rd attempt at the career mode in the Daytona 500. So far in our 3 Daytona 500 attempts, I believe it's been a 2nd, a 1st, and a 1st, if I remember correctly. So we won in our last attempt, and we win once again here in the Daytona 500. The number 99 Market Basket Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. So Trackhouse Racing now Daytona 500 champions as we burn it down in the infield. A great moment to start off our career, a big momentum booster, and can propel us into the playoffs here as we celebrate victory lane with the Harley J. Earl Trophy. Let's see, now we have the final race results. Of course, myself, your winner. Truex crashes to finish in second. Chandler Smith, a great run in third, winning his stage. Then Stenhouse fourth, Brad Keselowski fifth, Jimmy Johnson, attaboy, in sixth. Gregson seventh, J.J. Yaley, the top 10 in eighth. Austin Dillon and Zane Smith also in your top 10. Some great stories there. There's 11th through 20th on the leaderboard. See B.J. McLeod, Custer get top 20s. See 21st through 30th, a lot of big names there, really struggling with the finishes, as well as down here the DNF. Only DNF is Eric Jones in the 43. But I see we are your winners here today in Daytona with a controversial late block. And of course the point standings, not really much to be taken after Daytona. It's only the first race, so a lot's going to change. But we of course are your points leader with a win and 2 seconds in the stages. You see the rest of the standings as we scroll down throughout. And now, of course, you see fast lap race. We go to Ryan Blaney, the 45.63. And we led the most laps, seeing 17 laps out of 50 here in the Daytona 500. Even with that late block, we bring home the win. And of course, they're also the on-the-move driver, up 36 spots from 37th up to 1st. And a tough break going to go to Bubba Wallace, who drops from 2nd to 32nd, losing 30 spots on the day. A tough day for Bubba. And now we get back to see all the post-race here. I see a news article saying, I earned my first career Cup Series win at Daytona. Can I do it again? Well, I sure hope so. And Austin Dillon's going to give us a compliment. He says he's excited to see what we can do this season in the Cup Series. So compliment him back. Give him his respect. I appreciate the respect we're getting from Austin Dillon. You'll love to see it. Now we head back for contract option for next season already. So we're going to look for contract options that we can arrange for next season right now. We can arrange one with Front Row Motorsports. We can arrange one with Joe Gibbs Racing. And we can, I believe if we go further down, we can arrange one with our current team, Trackhouse Racing, as they'd be willing to re-sign and be willing to continue this beautiful relationship here with Team Trackhouse. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to arrange an option to re-sign with Trackhouse Racing next season, as we like this team, and we're content where we are right now. So you see the reputation, we only got a couple guys annoyed at us right now. That's Yaley, Hamlin, Custer, and I think Gibbs. As we look throughout down, we have Chastain, Austin, Dillon, Polite. So not too much to take away from the reputation. And see if we have to play off grid now. Of course, one race in, we are locked in with our win. Then you got Chandler Smith, Truex, Custer, Zane Smith, Stenhouse, Keselowski, Elliott, and then Jimmy Johnson, Gregson, Yaley, Austin Dillon, Gilliland, Byron, McDowell, and Haley in on points. But that's only after one race. That is going to change like wild over the next 4 to 5 episodes. So until the next episode at Auto Club, I hope you all have a good one.